Hey, welcome to Flight Test. I'm Josh.
I'm Josh.
I'm Ben.
And what we got here is two amazing community Bugatti builders. We've never been able to say this before. We have Ben Harper and Josh Orchard, and both these gentlemen have taken Bugattis from one extreme to the other. Mr. Ben Harper here, he has a Bugatti that's built with $1 piece of foam. You have a Bugatti that has 300 hours into it. And today we got to actually focus on this one.
I started building this after watching Josh's build and his progress, and at one point during his build, he was sharing quite openly. Actually, we appreciated it. That he was, struggling a bit. I mean, he was just motivation. It's hard to put that many hours into something.
Yeah.
And I kind of went off on my own and kind of a personal challenge. Could I do a one-sheet little Bugatti? Yeah. And really, at first I just did it just for him. I just said, hey, here's a distraction for you. Go off and build something, and then come back to it. And we chatted a little bit, and he said, please, feel free to share it and let other people in on it, and then it just, pardon the pun, took off from there.
But I love this. This is a really great example of how community members engage and help other community members. Josh has taken on a huge project where he's probably made the most scale foam / balsa / fiberglass / carbon fiber and thousands and thousands of little tiny rivets. Like I said, 300 hours. This thing is a work of art. We're going to be doing an episode around this, but not everyone can do this. Not everyone's going to be able to put 300 hours in, but there's no excuse. No. And I got to actually get a little taste of this at Flight Fest West, and since then it looks like you had a certain special individual make some graphics for you.
So I actually reached out to Rasterize and asked him if he had time. Unfortunately, he was overcome with events, and so it just kind of inspired me to say, well, I can try it. I can try it. So it's simple. I just put some dots on it, blue paper, some lines. It's 30-foot scale. Yeah. It just goes along with the whole baby Bugatti theme. Yeah. And it still is less than an hour to put it together. You peel the paper, spray it on, and you're good to go.
This thing looks incredible on the ground, but wait till you see it in the air. Let's get it in the air right now.
All right.
So this little guy likes speed, right?
Yes. I'm going to try and keep it a little bit low so that Alex has a chance.
Alex is going to have his hands full. Now, Josh, you had a unique story about how Ben kind of engaged you and how this kind of came to be, right?
Yeah, so he sent me an email telling me that how he'd taken this on, and like he said, he was talking about how I was a bit down and getting a little burned out in the project, and the email came in, and I was so touched by his efforts and his inspiration from my project that I just sat there in my chair for about half an hour, and I was dumbstruck. I didn't know what to say. Yeah. It was such a kind thing, and the second that I downloaded the plans, I instantly started building, and the fire started coming back. And it was great.
That's awesome, and that's a prime example. This thing flies on rails.
Yeah. It can be twitchy. It can be twitchy, but it is a lot of fun to fly.
Any small plane is going to be twitchy, and that's one thing. This is not a first-person's plane, but this is a great evening build, and that's a really cool thing about it. One thing I really love about it, too, is that you shared those plans, you shared your ideas and your knowledge, not only to motivate someone, but that actually, a lot of other people do this as well. And you've had tons and tons of people build this, right?
Yeah, well, let's see. I don't know, half a dozen, I think, so far that I know of that have posted about it. And the honor for me was when Dan Sponels contacted me to do the planes upright. Yeah. And so that's actually the version that's out, and they're in his plans thread as well as the build thread for this one.
That's fantastic. Now, if you guys don't know, Dan Sponholz is one of our great community members. If you love the looks of this, you can actually go. We'll have links down below. Get the free plans, free downloads, all the information about it. I strongly encourage you to build one. All right, that's something we're always going to do. Dan Sponholz has made the experience of downloading and printing those sheets and scratch building as rewarding as possible. And just a big shout out to him. But also what he's doing is he's going to the community members, he's identifying really great designs and doing that same treatment so people can download not just our designs, but community designs as well. And I think that just shows the spirit even more of how the Flight Test community really works. You're doing a great job.
Thanks.
Now, can people download the graphics as well?
Yes. Yeah, and right now I'm running it on two cells in series, because I don't think they make a long, skinny 4-cell.
No, they do not. A 3-cell's still good though, right?
Yeah, this will fly on a 2-cell quite happily with, I think, a reasonable 5-inch prop. You put 1,000 in there, there's plenty of room for that, and you'll be flying for 10 minutes.
And you're flying an A-pack or an F-pack motor?
This is an A-pack. Yeah, it's a little 1806.
Little 1806, until little 9051 servos, little tiny.
They're the standard, Emax 9 gram.
Awesome.
So that just 2 servos with battery, it still doesn't even break 8 ounces.
I love how quiet it is. It looks fantastic.
That's full throttle.
I think that's one of the coolest things about this, from the dollar Bugatti all the way up to your Bugatti and stuff. There's the full spectrum here at Flight Test. You can go ahead, enter into the hobby with simplicity, but then you can get inspired by great people as well to move that up. And ironically, on our right here, we have the Boeing guy, which is crazy, doing the simple thing. Now, where can people contact you? What are you guys'
On the FT forums, I am mid-7 night. Okay. The 7 silent, just midnight.
Midnight.
And I'm also I'm on YouTube and I'm on Facebook everywhere. Same handle usually.
Joshua Orchard on Facebook, on YouTube as well. I am Wilson Man on the forum. Send me a message anytime. I'm happy to answer any and all questions about anything RC related. I love sharing my experiences in the hobby.
Both these gentlemen have a passion for hobby, but more importantly, they have a passion for people. We'll put all the relevant links down below, and we'll see you next time.